Okay, dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope the Handsfree T15 dungeon guides were helpful, and today we'll be talking about for raid, okay, Handsfree raid battles. And of course, the setup for these raid teams could be a little advanced, so they're definitely more suited for end game players rather than, early game players. The team I'll be using for Gigatantus is as such, it will be a fully nuke team with Shane in the front, Evan in the middle, and Adele and Rachel at the back. The formation I'll be using is the Attack 2 formation, which gives the back line increased ignore defense efficiency. And for Shane, she's on the attack speed set. The reason why you need to put Shane in front is so that she will jump to the back of Gigatantus and your other three heroes will be protected for a temporary period, okay? Evan for strong damage dealing, Adele for strong damage dealing, and Rachel for debuffs. So with all these heroes together, you'll be dealing a huge ton of damage, and of course the pet go for one that is attack oriented, offense oriented. For mine it will be Yonhi, okay? And if you look at my gear, for my accessories especially, my Shane is on a revive and rage set. I think revive and rage is something that you want to give to all your heroes, okay, maybe except Adele, okay? As long as you can get them to come back again. I think revive is more important than the actual rage, because after all Adele does have immunity. Okay, so when you go in here Handsfree, okay, Shane is going to jump to the back and Gigatantus will attack her from there. Your other three heroes will be protected and they will just nuke him at the back. But Shane will also teleport back to the back, if you get what I mean, okay? So your other three heroes will be burns, but not to worry because you can still do a good amount of damage during this period of time. And because Gigatantus HP is already low, he will jump and attempt to cast his ultimate skill, and your heroes will be back by then, okay, revived, and they will not be burnt, so that's good, and they will continue to kill him. So it's a very fast nuke strategy which you can try. Okay, this is the second round. I just want to show you guys that it is actually doable. It's not just a one-off thing, because I've been doing this for a couple of days and weeks now. So again, Shane jumps to the back. The thing about Shane is that she may jump back to the front. Okay, in this case she didn't, which is great. Okay, she dies, so Gigatantus will change targets and will burn your other heroes. But don't worry about that. Okay, as in fact, this second run is even faster. As you can see, he didn't even try to cast ultimate skill. So there's some RNG in terms of damage output, but I think overall it is very nukeable. Now for Varion, the same thing applies. I'm also using Rachel, Adele, Henry, and Cosette. I think you can use melee heroes here as well, no problem at all, okay? The main thing is the setup of the heroes. You have to look at the setup. For my heroes, I have a revive and rage accessory on all of them. For Henry, he does have his EE, so at least you won't be paralyzed, and that will allow you to be able to do continuous damage. Over here I'm just changing out for better gear, okay? And my Rachel's on skill up, my Adele's on attack, my Kosa is on crit, and my Henry is on attack speed. You can also use melee heroes with Henry as well, that's completely fine. But over here I'm trying to use the Bombardment 2 formation, so I'm using Kosa instead.
I foresee your death.
So it is a good thing if, at the start he flies to the side. Okay, that means he won't do a direct charge on your heroes and your heroes won't take any damage for the first part of the battle. And until then, you will be able to nuke your Varion very quickly. Okay, because he is kind of slow in his skill casting, as you can see. And yeah, very fast, he's down. And Adele has immunity, so Adele is gonna live for a very good amount of time. This is the second run. I believe he does a straight line attack here. Yeah, so over here, this is a very different situation where he will cast the straight line attack. He will cause your heroes to be damaged for sure. Okay, then he'll cast daily impact. If you have not proc your rage, then good for you. If you have proc your rage, unfortunately your heroes will die here. Okay, and revive. So the damage you deal will be lesser, but if you can maintain that, your heroes don't proc rage at the first straight line attack, then you can very easily still conquer this raid without too much issue. Now for Lizardria, this is probably one of the toughest one because of the poison pools. I'm using the same concept as Gigatantus, whereby you use a leaper, a jumper, okay, to go to the back of Lizardria, and she will cast a poison pool nearer to that hero when your other 3 heroes, which are range heroes in this case, will be out of the poison pool. So that is the only way I have found that you can keep your heroes alive. Okay, unless you are going in with a full bulk team or healing team, then that's another point. But over here, I'm using the idea that range heroes will not go too near to Lizardria, and using that logic, you can actually trick Lizardria into casting poison pools away from them for a certain period of time until she starts casting the widespread one, and then that's gonna be a problem. So over here I'm using the bombardment 2 formation. Okay, Shane is on attack speed with her EE. That's very important, and you do notice that I have 3 rage accessories on Shane. I think 2 is enough. Okay, 2 is enough, don't worry about that. And there are also rage accessories on other heroes. You will notice later that my Lina is struggling to keep them all alive. So over here, Shane will go in, jump to the back, Lizardria will cast the poison pool on Shane. My other 3 heroes, as you can see, are not in the poison pool at all, so that's the best thing. And it's only soon where she'll cast additional pools, and my Lina and Chris will be caught inside, but my Kosa is not. Okay, so that's a good thing. So Lina is struggling to heal right now. Okay, heal everyone right now. And in the meantime, your rage accessories will keep your heroes alive for as long as they can. If you have more rage accessories, good for you, and then all the nuking will happen. As you can see, Shane actually didn't revive yet. That's how long 3 rage accessories can keep your hero alive. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So if you have 2, I think it's also possible, provided that Shane does revive. Okay, Lina reviving is quite important, I would say, for the healing. Same thing, this is the second try to show you guys that it's consistent. So again, Lina is kind of in the poison pool here, unfortunately, but don't worry, Chris and Cosette are not, so they're still nuking her. As you can see, okay, Lina and Chris are now caught in the poison pool. Lina dies. Cosette also gets caught in the poison pool. The poison pool is the most RNG part of the whole thing because you have no idea where she's casting, and as you can see, it's totally hands-free. I don't even see my Cosette in action. Okay, but Cosette does last long enough to do the nuking, so all good. Okay, Dunfrost. So Dunfrost is actually quite tricky. I would say the percentage of success probably 90%, okay, because it really comes down to how smart your Evan is. And to really make your Evan smart, you will need the time and acceleration accessory on him so that he will be able to use his skills a bit more frequently, and that's going to help you in the long run. For my Adele, he's on attack set. My Legend Adele is on the crit set. Okay, attack speed for Evan and skill cooldown on Lina. Lina is going to be a very important healer and buffer here for your damage output, and the rest of my heroes, they all have rage and immortal accessories on them. The interesting part about this is my formation. I'm using the pincer attack tool, which is going to buff the attack speed, I believe, of Evan and the attack of Adele. Okay, so this is going to try to maximize their damage output in a short period of time. Okay, so using Adele, he'll go in first and get hit. The rest of the heroes will follow behind against a hands-free approach, so they are going to be hit by all the AoE skills that Dunfrost is going to throw at them. And you will see the HP fluctuate like crazy. But don't worry too much because your Lina will do the healing for you and you should be able to stand it. As you can see, the damage output is pretty heavy, even though I don't have a lot of burn stacks for Adele to really shoot off. So Essence of course is the most important part, as you know, because it will nerf your attack, boost his defense, and also give him recovery. So this is the most important part. As you can see, the crystals are not being destroyed automatically. Just look at Evan in a bit, you see that he actually went to the top right to destroy the crystal already, and he's actually on a world tour right now to destroy the crystals. As you can see, the crystals are destroyed, the debuff is removed from your heroes, and this is where it all comes down to the final attack. And that is how you do it, okay? Because Evan has, you know, that smartness in him. He needs the time acceleration accessories. And big shout out to my friend Jia Ming for this tip as well, because he came up with this team and he set it up for me. So yeah, one more try to show you guys how it goes. I would say it's 90% success, because if Evan doesn't get his skill ready in time to kill the crystals, you could be left with a higher HP Dunfrost, and that will be harder to take down over time. This second round was actually better, as you can see. Later you will see that all 4 heroes survive with high HP. So Essence of Cold here, you can see that Evan already destroyed the crystals at the back. The attack crystal is down. I think the defense crystal is down as well. So what's left is the recovery crystal, which is still standing there. Evan's not doing it. Finally he kills it. Okay, yeah. So basically, that's how you kill Dunfrost Handsfree. And the last one, the easiest raid to Handsfree, Shane. I'm sure many people have already been doing this, but I'm just going to include it here. This is the team I'm running. Of course, you know, when we talk about blinkers, all the blinkers, jumpers, you can use Dylan's Miss Velvet. They are all possible as well. Dylan's with his EE now is also a very good damage dealer. Okay, if you don't want to use Shane, that's completely fine. Just make sure that you have such heroes for their intended purpose, okay? Over here, I'm just upgrading my gear because it's been a while since I touched the team setup, and yeah, just trying to optimize as well as I can. So my Rachel is on skill up, my Adele is on attack, my Kosa is on crit, and my Shane is on attack speed set. Make sure the EEs are all right, okay? And I think there's not much you need to really be concerned about with this particular raid because it is not difficult at all and you can do it very quickly even without the suppressor.
Your fate crumbles in the palm of my hand.
Okay, so not even choosing targets, okay? Usually you will select the target and then heal Shane, select Shane and kill her. But even in this case, you don't have to. Shane will immediately use her ultimate skill once she falls below a certain HP, and all you need to do is continue to attack her and kill her with your ultimates. Simple. Very simple. You can even use Evan over Adele. If you don't have Adele, you can even use Evan for sure. Any strong damage dealer here will be good enough. Same thing here. Second run, just to show you guys it's doable. I'm sure many of you have already tried this, so all good. I was a bit concerned because many people have mentioned that Cosette will aim for the balls that she summons, but I think with Adele here, Adele actually kills off the balls, I think. So potentials, 20-15-15 for my Cosette. Evan is 20-15-15 as well. Lina is 15-10-10. Chris is 20-12-12. Noho 20-12-12. Adele 20-12-12. Rachel 20-12-12. Shay is 9-9-10. Did I even use Shay? I don't think I used Shay. Greater Adele is 6-10-10. I didn't use Gilahan. I didn't use Ian at all. Yeah, basically that's all the heroes there are for the raid setups. And for Divinity, currently my Divinity upon recording this video is 15-15-15 for most of the raid ones. For my Masteries, this is how I built my range Masteries. Take note that you need to prioritize single target attacks and increase damage from range heroes. The rest are all flanked upwards. Another set of Masteries I use is the mixed one, which focuses on increasing attack for any hero regardless of range or DPS, and focus on single target skills as well. So I hope this video helped, and if it did, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Big shout out to my channel members Tom, Gonzalo, Jeremy, Nate, Fahad Shilling, Yamaki, Kevin and Harlan for the support. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you!